Good morning and welcome back to my channel, Rhino Fishing TV. This episode of Rhino Fishing TV is brought to you by Mystery Tackle Box. And I am going to attempt an MTB Slam today. And what the goal is to catch fish on all the baits that are in this month's MTB Pro Bass Box. And here's a kind of a quick peek at those. If you want a more in-depth look at each individual bait, check out the video that I've got linked right up here. And I will talk about these baits a little bit more as we go along throughout this morning's adventure. But I'm all loaded up. I'm about to hit my local lake, and I'm pretty confident I can catch fish on all the baits in this box. We shall see. There's one or two that give me a little bit of concern, but I got a feeling we're going to be successful. So stay tuned. Let me get over to the lake and in the water, and I'll be back with you shortly.
All right, y'all, we got the MTB out, and I think I'm going to start off this morning with a little topwater action, and I'm going to use this Strike Pro, I forget the name of the bait, it's called the Cranky XSF, and it's kind of a wake bait. It might swim about a foot underneath the water, but I think if I'm going to catch one on this morning, now's the time. Here's a closer look at it, if I remember to not delete the picture when I did my unboxing. And oh, by the way, stay tuned to the end of the video, because I'm going to give all these baits away that I'm fishing with in this box. And I'll tell you how to win that. You could probably figure it out from my past giveaways. Do me a favor and stick around to the end of the video, and I'll tell you more about that. Now, be advised, these baits will have been taken out of the package because I'm fishing with them today, and if they're soft plastics, I might have used one or two of them, but I'm still going to give it all away to one of you guys. Okay, got that wake bait tied on. It's a big one. Let's start fishing. The sun just came up. Now it's a topwater hour, I think, if I'm going to catch something that way. See if we can knock it out in short order. It's nice out here this morning. I woke up and the Weather Channel told me it was about 48 degrees, which is a pretty chilly morning for May the 16th. So I swapped out the shorts for the long pants. Probably a wise move, although I may get warm before I get off the lake. I just met this gentleman up ahead of me in the bass boat. His name's Chris. Hello, Chris, if you're watching. Thanks for chatting with me there at the boat ramp. Chris is also trying topwater this morning, so I'm kind of fishing behind him. Hopefully he didn't catch them all. Might have to get a little tricky with this wake bait and kind of fish it like a frog, maybe twitch it a little bit. I don't see a lot of fish busting the top of the water out here this morning, so I might have to put this wake bait aside for a little while, move on to something else in order to get some momentum going here. I'll continue on around this point I got up ahead here with the top water, and then maybe switch it up. So if I failed to mention it before, the goal here is to catch a fish on each of the baits in this box. Doesn't have to be a bass, but that's my preference. All right, we're going to switch it up a bit, go to the next bait in the box. We will come back to this one, see what we got next. Okay, next up we are going to tie on a stick worm from Bruiser Baits. And in order to get the double, we're going to tie it on one of these Harmony hooks. So let's get that rigged up and we'll get back out there. Pretty high confidence on that one. I don't know if you can see it, but they've got a couple of life rings around the bank here on the lake, and I see one of them has gotten into the water and floated up over there. Might need to go retrieve that later and put it back in its right place. Man, there ought to be a little squeaker or something up there to eat that worm. Don't want to get pooped on by a goose. All right, let me go up there and see if I can fish that thing out of there. Looks like the rope and everything is on there too. got that little chore done. Now let us resume with our fishing activities. Tell you what, folks, I'm going to give myself a little advantage here and put a little mega strike. Smell them on here. All right, we're going to do one more cast here, and then we're going to paddle across the lake. Fish over there where I caught a couple of bigs last weekend that I didn't get on video. You can check those out on my Instagram, though. Had a couple of witnesses, one of them being my daughter who took the pictures. There's one. Oh, missed him. See if I can get him back. Yep, got that one. All right, on the board, in more ways than one. Got the first two baits knocked out, the Harmony Tackle fishing hook and the Bruiser Baits stickworm. Also need to get a picture of this guy for the National Bass League tournament. As pitiful as this guy is, gotta do it. Back in the water. Let's see what we're gonna fish with next. I think I'm gonna go with the swim bait from Optimum Baits. And here's a closer look at that guy. I think I ought to be able to get a bite on that thing. Let me find me a good fishing pole to rig it on. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna go back to something a little bit more finessey until the water warms up here a little bit this morning, because they don't seem to be real active yet in chasing anything. So I've got an idea, and I'm gonna bring out the spinning rod, but here's the bait that I'm interested in, and it's the Fishery Lures, and I don't remember what the name of it is, but it is a worm. And I'll give you a look at it. It's kind of a root beer color, and it's got a little thin tail on it. And let's just go ahead and put it on a shaky head. Okay, there we go. Got it all rigged up. See what we can do with it. There's one. Come on to the boat so I can put this one away. Might bring it back out later though. Got bit pretty quick on it. Hey, you're not too bad. Get a couple of photos. Thank you. All right, now we got to select a new bait. Got 2 down, 3, depending on how you want to count it. So what I'm going to go with next is the Kalen's Tickle Tail, which is a little paddle tail swim bait that looks kind of like a shrimp. And I think I'm going to put it on a Ned head. So stand by while I get that rigged up. I'm going to fish it for about 10 casts as a swim bait. There's one. Oh, how heartbreaking was that? There he is. Well, not the right species, but we're going to count it, folks. Little crappie. All right. Another bait down. What a grind. we're going to go without the front camera for the duration of the adventure here. Okay, we're coming up on an area that's pretty shallow, so I might get that wake bait back out and throw it around just for grins. Probably going to get bit on it just as much as I'm getting bit on this one. All right, so the camera died, and while it died, I finally got a bite on that little swim bait. Didn't have it on there very long, but it excited me. There's one on the swim bait. Lordy, lordy. Just stay pinned. Where you been all my life? Huh? No. Forgot my front camera's not running. There's a look at him with that Optimum swim bait in his mug. I'm gonna go 12 3/4. All right, I am so happy that I get to put that bait away. Can't tell you. But that leaves me with 2 left in the slam, and they aren't going to be easy. One of them I already have tied on that you know about, which is that wake bait, and the other one is going to be a 10,000 fish cycle bait, which is a spinner bait. And let me get that tied on and I'll show it. And there is the bait, the 10,000 fish cycle bait. And what makes it special is the way that willow blade is attached to the wire instead of a swivel. It's got those steel rings. And I don't know what color this one is, but it looks like LSU, so I don't like it too much. But we're going to see if the fish will eat it. I have elected not to put a trailer on it, although I have one back there that would be a good one. Which one's going to get bit first, the wake bait or the cycle bait? Place your bets. Bet you could kill some crappie right here. Let's experiment. Told you. Hell, that might be a bass. It is. Come here. Didn't expect you out there. I was expecting Mr. Crappie. You don't even count for the slam. Look at that guy. Little 13-incher. Still grinding it out with the cycle bait. All right, I'm gonna turn around right here. And I'm gonna chase these dang things that are doing some chasing themselves right off the nose here. As before, I thought they were crappie, and they may be. But danged if I didn't pull a bass out of the middle of it. Look at that. Also a bass. All right, so why aren't you guys eating that spinner bait? Because that's what I want you to eat. All right. Giant 11-incher. Need to catch him on that cycle bait though. Almost back to the boat ramp. Trying to get that one more bait knocked out. Not much hope for the wake bait. If I can catch one on this cycle bait in the next couple of casts, I will throw the wake bait the rest of the way back. All right, that was a grind. 6 hours and 6 fish. I don't even think I got all 6 on the camera, but I might have. But I caught fish on 4 of the baits. I needed to catch 6 to complete the slam. So big fail on the wake bait and on the 10,000 fish cycle bait. Didn't catch fish on those.
But as promised, I'm going to give all that stuff away. If you'd like to win that box, comment on this video down below, leave a like, and be a subscriber. And I will let this thing run for, I don't know, mostly a week, I guess. And then I will announce the winner in the comment section of my next video, which will hopefully be next weekend. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I hope you're having better luck out there on the lakes than I had in this video. See you next time. Bye.